Hi, I'm Brooke Strider, and you're watching Harberwildcat News.
On today's show, we revisit the 2012 Winter Homecoming Court with a look behind the scenes and catch up with all the Wildcat sports teams.
Good morning, Wildcats, and welcome to another special edition of HBWN.
There are now 318 days until the end of the world.
Would you stop with the end of the world stuff? Today is our Winter Homecoming special. Our cameras were behind the scenes to bring you all the action. I'm Lindsay Coulter.
And I'm Zoe Piazza. Today is February 7th, 2012, and your HBWN starts now.
The weather has brought us unseasonably warm days, which gives us a chance to get outside and enjoy the great outdoors. Alexis Arenas went to an eagle tour at Hobbs State Park.
So if any of you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask either Steve or myself, and we'll start looking for eagles.
Hobbs State Park Conservation Area gave Arkansans a chance to burn off their cabin fever by giving them the option of an eagle cruise.
We go out for about an hour and a half. We go down a hollow called Van Hollow. The reason we do that, once we get about 1/3 down the hollow, it's the state park property. It becomes, and that's what eagles like. They don't like habitat and humans and activity. They'd rather be out in the wilderness. Anybody need a blanket?
Participants had to endure cold, brisk weather while on the cruise, but that didn't affect the kids from their experience and what they saw.
Some eagle nests, some big birds.
Throughout the cruise, they participated on the skill of bird watching. They spotted eagles as well as other kinds of species. For HBWN, I'm Alexis Arenas.
If you want to be a part of an eagle tour or any other activities Hobbs State Park offers, visit their website at www.arkansasstateparks.com.
Har-Ber's advanced theater students attended the annual Thespian Festival in Alma. Junior Liz Larson won Superior for stage management and was offered a scholarship. Also, juniors Ashley Duckworth and Sarah Smith won excellent for their short film. Students took place in competitions such as acting, mime, singing, and tech, and got to meet and learn from professional actors. It's great that those students got such a great experience.
We're very proud of all of our Wildcats. Now it is time for Cat Facts. Cassandra Jones joins us.
Happy Tuesday, Wildcats, and welcome to Cat Facts on Location. I'm Cassandra Jones, bringing you this week's events. Yearbooks are now on sale for $60 at yearbookforever.com. Make sure you never forget your high school memories and order yours today. Har-Ber High Counseling Center is having their financial aid night February 7th at 6:30 in the cafeteria. There will be a guest speaker giving students and parents the 411 on scholarships and financial aid. Har-Ber's Key Club is currently partnered with Duracell in their Keep Them Warm fundraiser. Students can bring scarves, jackets, mittens, hats, or anything warm to the upstairs A hall and put it in the marked box. There's 28 days till our first EOC and 103 days till graduation. Back to you girls at the desk.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Coming up after the break, the weather team tells us what kind of weather to expect for the rest of the week, and stay tuned. After that will be our homecoming recap.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. When I grow up, I want to be a music teacher. When I grow up, I want to be a counselor.
When I grow up, I want to be a future NBA player.
The Springdale Schools, dedicated to our students, dedicated to our community, and dedicated to excellence. The Springdale Schools, building future leaders.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what classes are you taking?
Actually, I'm doing concurrent classes.
Oh, what's that?
Here, I'll show you. Concurrent classes are part of Northwest Arkansas's Community College Early College Experience. ECE allows high school students to receive college credit in the familiar environment of their own high school, receiving college credit during normal high school hours for half the price of a normal college course.
Oh, I think I'm interested. Let's go see my counselor.
Okay, let's go.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm here on location in our cafeteria. Now let's check your forecast for the week. Our Tuesday forecast is a high around 52 and a low around 30 degrees, partly cloudy with some showers. If you want to be our Wildcat waivers like Carolina Gomez is this week, remember to tweet us at Harberwildcattv. Our 3-day forecast is going to be a high around 43, low around 25, going to be partly cloudy. Thursday is going to be sunny with a high of 48, a low around 30. Friday is going to be partly cloudy with a high around 45 and a low around 23. Now let's check your weekend forecast. Saturday is going to be sunny, a high around 41, a low around 26. Sunday is going to be partly cloudy with a 45 high and a 32 low. And make sure Wildcats to tweet us your weather pictures at Harberwildcattv. That's all I have for you guys this week, Wildcats. Make sure to keep warm this weekend and make sure to tweet us at Harberwildcattv.
Thank you, Jenny, and now it's the time we've all been waiting for, our homecoming special.
One of the most anticipated events of the year is Winter Homecoming Court. Drew Jenkins introduces us to the court. Thank you, Drew, and congratulations to our queen, Brooke Schneider.
But before those ladies can look so beautiful walking down the court, there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes that has to take place. Abby Peterson was there to take you behind the scenes.
Just behind the store, the homecoming maids and their escorts are anxiously waiting to get announced and walk before the near 1,800 students here at Har-Ber. Let's see how they're holding up.
I'm nervous to trip and all that.
Kind of nervous. I mean, there's pressure.
There's a lot of.
I mean, you don't want to trip, or you don't want to.
You trip, you're the loser for the rest of the
I know.
I'm
a sophomore, and I'll ruin my high school career.
Yeah, I am. I'm afraid of trip.
So much hard work goes into setting up and preparing for the 2012 Winter Homecoming Court. Not only does the Student Council have to create and put together the decorations, but Lighthouse has to also prepare a song for the assembly. Kim Oliver, Student Council sponsor, didn't feel as much pressure this time around.
I think I've done this for so long that it's not as stressful, and I have a really good group of kids this year to work with, so they kind of just took it and ran with it.
Before the final moment of walking across the court, the homecoming maids have to finish pampering, fix up all their finishing touches, and go through the long process of taking numerous pictures with fellow students and their escorts. Junior maids Alexi Kopta and Ashley Wienhave have mixed emotions about the day.
Of course I'm nervous, but I'm really excited. But it's exciting. I think it's going to be a good experience, good high school experience.
As the students piled into the arena and through the pressure of it all, the maids and their escorts took a deep breath and set aside their nerves as they started down the aisle. Luckily, no one tripped and all went well for the maids and escorts of the 2012 Winter Homecoming Court. For HBWN, I'm Abby Peterson.
It's amazing how much work goes into that.
The gym looked beautiful, but they had to clear all that off for the basketball game that took place that night.
And WCSN was there to cover it. And there's been a lot of basketball since last time we checked in with WCSN, so now we'll pitch it over to them.
Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome to our WCSN Homecoming Special. Today we got you plenty of action from the hardwood. But first, a few weeks ago, your Lady Wildcats hosted the Springdale Lady Bulldogs. Led by Summer Morgan and Jessica Olsen, your Lady Cats showed what they were made of in this highly anticipated game. Matt Boren brings you these highlights.
On January 10th, your Lady Wildcats took on Springdale Lady Bulldogs at home for Coaches versus Cancer. This game was all about the Lady Wildcats as they dominated on both sides. Early in the first, Lady Wildcats with the ball, moving it around, and Caroline Eubanks puts it in off the glass for 2. Now, after coming up with a stop, Jessica Olsen gets the ball, drives down, is off with the shot, but Kaylee Wright is there for the putback. Har-Ber continued to dominate on offense with this layup by Caroline Eubanks. Let's look at some defense as Talia's Neal says, not in her house. Later in the first, Jessica Olsen will come down with the rebound and take it coast to coast for the deuce. The offensive effort continued with a Summer Morgan layup. Fast forward to the second, Kaylee Wright will put up 2 more. In the second half, Jessica Olsen puts this shot up for the tray. She led all scorers with 17 points. The offensive performance continued with another Summer Morgan bucket. She had a double-double on the night. Jessica Olsen continued her offensive night into the second half with yet another basket. Another dish from Kaylee Wright to Caroline Eubanks for the basket. The Wildcats continued their total domination through the fourth quarter as Summer Morgan adds another basket. The Wildcats roll 61-48 over crosstown rival Springdale. For WCSN, I'm Matt Bowen.
Thanks, Matt. In the boys' game, your Wildcats hosted the Springdale Bulldogs, who, led by Tony Dennis and Matea Crawford, have had an outstanding season. Har-Ber, who have had some tough times this season, were looking no further than this big game. Our newest WCSN member, Haley Hendricks, brings you these highlights from rocking Wildcat Arena.
The Wildcats come out ready to play our crosstown rivals, the Springdale Bulldogs. The starting 5 are called CC, Alex Rice, CJ Tyson, Evan Johnson, and John Vaughn. Our Wildcats come out strong and are bringing it to the table. CJ with a nice through pass to Alex Rice for a layup and get a foul and shoots 1 for 2. Chad Ramey with a nice pass to CC as he brings it down the court. Nice pass to CJ Tyson. He fights through for a shot, rebounded by Alex Rice, and 2 points for the Cats. John Vaughn pushes to the Dogs out of the way for another 2. The student section went crazy. A nice rebound by CJ. Barry gives a stick pass to Evan Johnson. Back to Barry. Chad Ramey gives it to John Jumpon for another 2. Wildcats still aren't giving up and pushing Springdale with a great defense. The Wildcats unfortunately lose 76-52, but they never gave up. Get them next time, Wildcats.
Thanks, Haley. Now let's fast forward to homecoming night. Your Wildcats hosted the Lady War Eagles. Matt Bourne brings you these highlights.
On homecoming night, the Lady Wildcats took on the Lady War Eagles. Early on, the War Eagles had no answer for Caroline Eubanks. Here she is with the rebound and the putback. Later in the half, Sam Weber will miss the 3, but once again, Caroline Eubanks is there for the board and the deuce. Fast forward to the second half, Lady Cats up big and Sam Weber dishes to who else? It's Caroline Eubanks. Great ball movement here. Summer Morgan ends up with the ball and puts it off the glass for two. There's no stopping the Lady Wildcats. The Wildcats continuing their dominance in the paint. Caroline Eubanks gets another rebound and gets the basket and one. The free throw was good. Now defense will lead the offense here. Jessica Olsen will get the ball, push it up court, and pulls off the Rajon Rondo move for the two. Now, how about some love for the homecoming queen? Brooke Snyder gets the ball in the bucket for the 2 points. Into the third now, Jessica Olsen will hit Sam Weber, who puts up the trifecta in the quarter. Har-Ber dominating 40-14. In the fourth, Sam Weber puts her three goggles on for yet another trade. Har-Ber caps it off and wins 48-20. For WCSN, I'm Matt Bowen.
Thanks, Matt. Our guys also played the War Eagles. Jacob Berry put the team on his back as the Wildcats get the first conference win. Haley Hendricks brings you these highlights.
Our Wildcats are ready to play at Rogers Heritage. The Wildcats start off strong. A nice pass to Jacob Berry for the three. Bad pass from Rogers Heritage, and Chad Ramey snatches the ball and gets the Wildcats two. Nice pass to Jacob Berry, goes for the three, and it's in. Rogers Heritage loses the ball, and it's recovered by Jacob Berry, and he shoots for three. Nice pass to Justin, and Wildcats get another three. Berry fakes the defense, and once again, another three. With a nice pass to Alex Strife, and he jumps up for two. CJ just pushes the Eagles out of the way for another two. Berry recovers the ball and has a nice, easy shot for two. Berry misses, recovers it, and gets a last shot in after buzzer. Our Wildcat student section went crazy for the victory of the Wildcats. Congratulations to our Wildcats as they pull a win against Rogers Heritage. Final score, 66-53.
I mean, it's huge. I've said since the first game of the year, once we got our first conference win, we're going to start rolling. We're going to carry this into next week, and we're going to get some more wins. I promise you that. We're going to start winning. I promise.
How about the student section?
You gotta love the student section. I love the student section at Fayetteville. That was one of our best student sections we've had all year. And that's part of the reason we played with them as long as we did. Nobody expected us to play with Fayetteville. They're #1 in the state. And we played with them for 3 quarters, more than 3 quarters. And tonight we came out and beat a team who had a win, and we're jumping them in the rankings.
How does this win possibly go even farther?
Well, we just gotta take the momentum that we have. We have so much momentum right now. Everybody's pumped up. We just gotta keep that going. Work hard and practice.
MVP right here, baby! Woo!
We gotta work hard and practice every day this week and get ready for our next game against Southside.
I'd also like to give a shout out to our wrestling team for finishing second in the conference tournament. Next week, we'll be bringing you highlights from Bulldog Arena as your Wildcats face Springdale once again. That does it here for us in HBWN and WCSN. We'll see you next week.